Hey friends, it's Brielle, and today we're talking about something that doesn't get said enough. Always have your own. Your own money, your own plan, your own way to survive. Because depending on someone else financially can slowly turn into a cage. It can turn into control, it can turn into fear, it can turn into you staying in situations you should have left a long time ago. And this video is not about hating relationships or marriage or partnership. It's about never putting your safety, your dignity, or your freedom in someone else's hands. So let's talk about why having your own money is not selfish. It's self-respect.
You are powerful when you have your own everything. Have your own car, have your own house, have your own money, have your own job, have your own friends, have your own hobbies, have your own everything. Having your own everything means that you can do things when you want to, how you want to, whenever you want to. You don't have to wait till Friday. You don't have to wait on nobody else, and you don't move on nobody else's time. Nothing is worse when expecting something from someone and they don't fall through, and now you just sitting there disappointed. Cause me, I'ma just up and go get it myself. Or I'ma just up and go do it myself. And 9 times out of 10, when you have your own everything, more things are gonna come to you naturally. You don't even have to go looking for it. And having your own everything also makes it easier for you to leave situations that you don't have to be in because there's nothing holding you there. It's almost like you get to choose what you want for yourself versus having to tolerate what you need for yourself.
Yo, one thing I'm gonna tell y'all is always have your own money so you could leave situations that you don't like, or so you can never be stuck in no bad job, bad relationship where you feel like they got something over your head. For me, or you can't do this by yourself. Always have your own bread. Always have some money stacked up so nobody could really, for me, get that power up on you. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, money rule a lot in this world, you heard? Like, and you can't, don't let nobody feel like, yeah, he don't got it right now, she don't got it right now. So for me, she gonna do whatever I say. Nah, it's never that. You can never be that, you heard? Remember that.
Once a woman gives up financial independence to a mate, it's over.
Yep.
You have to be prepared because if you're not prepared, then you're stuck. And more women have to accept lifestyles that are unpleasant because they are financially stuck. So if you're smart, you teach your daughters, teach your granddaughters, everybody has to have something that they're good at where they can earn a living.
The best leverage a woman can have in this fucking life is financial independence. I don't care how much money your dad has. I don't care how much money your boyfriend has. I don't care how much money your future husband has. How much money do you have? And if you don't have any, figure out a way to make it. Because if I know one thing is true, as a woman, you should always preserve your freedom of choice and your ability to get up and walk away from a situation that does not serve you. A situation that could lead to your demise. How much money do you have?
I'm gonna say this in the most humblest way. Having your own everything eliminates ass kissing and settling.
I don't give a fuck how much a man tells you he loves you. I don't give a fuck how much he say he'll never hurt you, he'll never leave you, he'll never cheat on you. If y'all have a baby, he gonna be the best daddy ever. He always gonna be around. You never gotta worry about shit. I don't give a fuck what that man tells you, even if it's the fucking truth. Even if he not lying. Even if he is a good man. Even if he not gonna leave you. Even if he does love you. Even if he changed the fucking ground that you walk on. You need to have some of your own fucking money. I don't give a damn what that man tells you. You need to have your own money. Listen to me again. I do not care if that is the best man you've ever laid your fucking eyes on. And I don't care if he's even a man of God. You need to have your own money. Even if that man would never do nothing to you bad ever. You still need to have your own money. You still need to have your own money. Even if that man is amazing. You still need to have your own money, because let's say that wasn't a good man. Let's say he was saying all that shit, that he was lying to you. Let's say that he didn't mean any of that. Let's say you do get pregnant and he walk out right now. Let's say that the house is in his name and you don't have nothing in your name. So if he want to leave you, you ass out. You need to have your own money at all fucking times. I don't give a damn how good it is today. And it might be good for the next 47 years. But if it's not, you need to have your own money. You can be a stay-at-home mama, that's cool. You need to still somehow, some way have some money. And if he paying for everything, you still need to go figure out a way to have your own money. I'm telling you, that will save you from a lot of fucking heartbreak if that man ain't shit.
All the real fly and bad bitches know this. Getting you some money and keeping you some money always gonna keep you ahead of the wave. Bitches that got some money, you can't tell them nothing. Women that got some money, you can't tell them nothing. It just be like, I'm big money, but I ain't giving you none of my money. Let's make that clear. I want your money and I want my money, so we could be all my money. Like, a woman that got some money, she just possess a different type of class, okay? She walk in the room with a certain type of confidence, because not only do I got some cash on hand, I got some credit cards too. So I don't think you want to play over here, okay? Because when I get to swiping this card, just know I ain't got to pay this back until it's due. But she got money, so she going to pay the balance before it's even due. That's why I tell women all the time, when you get some money, you in a different level, okay? You get to do what you want, how you want it, and you get to date who you want. You don't got to sit around and wait for a handout, because that's not even cute, waiting for a handout. Like, I always tell women that, go get you your own money first, and then go get everybody else's money, because the money gonna come to you once you got your own money.
Don't ever let somebody control you with money. Somebody says, I'll take care of it, and I'll take care of you, and I'll take care of this. That person could leave. That person can hurt you. You always keep your job. Your job is your life insurance. My mom used to always say that to me.
Oh.
And my mom went through some tough stuff in a marriage with finances. Really tough stuff.
Yeah.
And so did my grandma. Not in the marriage, but in like a family structure. And I have this past of women not being taken care of financially. And so I think,
Me too.
right? And it, as a little girl,
Yeah, it scars you. Like, literally, it's living
in
inside
me so deeply. And that's why I have a passion for helping women understand and also demystifying it, you know?
Ladies, if you are thinking about having kids, if you are thinking about having another kid, only consider having a child if you are fully prepared to raise them by yourself. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you're in the best relationship. You guys are soulmates. That person may not be there forever, okay? But more so than just taking care of the child, financially, if you are not able to take care of a child fully by yourself, you do not need to be having one. When a relationship ends, everyone is hurting, and everyone, goes through their mourning phase to death, and you go through that process. And ladies, when you finally start getting yourself together and loving yourself, and you no longer make him a priority, you're not checking his social media, you're not worried about him, the only way he can get to you is through those children. He will do whatever he can to get to you, to disrupt your peace, to slow you down, to stop your glow up. And they do it through money. They know that it is almost impossible to raise a child on one income in this society. They know that you both agreed when you had the baby that it was a team effort. But a lot of men, when things are not going their way, when they are mad at you, when they see you are moving on, when they see that they don't have the ability to ruffle your feathers emotionally, you don't care who they're with, you don't care what they're doing, you don't care why they're doing it. He is a thing of the past. The only thing that he has is the ability to control you through money. He will either give you nothing at all or make promises that you then depend on, and then he won't come through and you are stuck. Most mothers When you are a good mother and your child comes to you and says, I want to do gymnastics, I want to be in the band, I want to play football, and all of this stuff costs money, good mothers don't say we can't afford it. Good mothers don't say no. You know what good mothers say? Give me some time to figure it out. And that's when the sleepless nights come in. That's when you get a second and third job. We get used to doing it by ourselves. We get used to being the one to be at the doctor's appointments and the teachers' conferences and getting the kids ready for school and figuring out the daycare and the childcare. We get used to that. We rise to the occasion. Where we hurt the most is financially. And if you can get yourself in a position where whether or not he does the right thing, you guys will be okay, I promise you, your life will change for the better. Your stress level will change for the better. You do not have to hold yourself hostage depending on his behavior. So if you are not at a point in your life where you can do that, don't have another kid. Even if you're a stay-at-home mom, at least have a skill, at least have something that you can fall back on financially, so that if in the event you are the sole person caring for these kids, you are always able to provide for them. Because I'm telling you, I don't care how good a man is, how great the relationship is, when he cannot get to you emotionally, he will try to get to you financially. And the best way to protect yourself is to be able to provide for you and your children. Is he still responsible for those kids financially and doing his part? Of course. But whether or not he does, you guys will be okay. That's the position that you need to make sure that you are in before you ever have a child. Otherwise, you will be stressed out.
I'm telling you, ladies, I'm all for provider men. Do as you wish, but have your own. Have your own bank account. Because listen, if you don't have your own, you're gonna be trapped. You're gonna be trapped. And a lot of times you see women that don't have their own be put into these terrible, terrible situations because they can't get out. Yeah. They can't get out because where are you gonna go? Have your own. I'm telling you, have your own and get you a provider man. That's what I stand for.
Some of you all are so obsessed with soft life, other women's lives, and the aesthetic of being dependent on a man that you forget why women fought for independence in the first place. The reason why women wanted to be able to get jobs, open bank accounts, and have credit is because while they were sitting at home in dresses, that was one part of it, and having their hair in rollers, sitting back, living soft, their husbands were allowed to cheat, steal, beat them, and even molest their children, and they were never in a position to defend themselves or their families because they were financially dependent on him. Everybody wants soft life. Everybody wants to be dependent on a man, thinking that that drives out your femininity. The best part of being, listen, femininity comes in being a janitor. Femininity comes in being a soul. You could be, there's so many different forms of femininity. You guys just want to be pretty and look cute for Instagram. That has nothing to do with femininity. The best thing to be as a woman and the best way to be feminine is to be independent, is to be strong-minded, not easily fucked over, not easily convinced, and not easily strayed.
As a woman, even if you get with a man with money, you should have your own. You could have a man with money. You could have a kid with money. If you stop doing what that man asks you to do, or if that man decides to leave, or if you deal with a man from the streets and you go to jail, that's your child. That's you. That's your responsibility. That's your hustle. You got to grind for that child. It's always two parents, but sometimes not really two parents. And if that could be alive right there and then, that's why you always got to have your own. It's not even about, oh, I don't need a man. I don't need the father. I don't need the thing. But sometimes they get to the point that it's like, they're going to make you feel that way. That's why you need it. And when those men are done and through with you and put you off the ringer, it's like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that kid no more. Or like, you get these $200 every 3-4 months when I want you to. I'm not dealing with that shit.
Look, always try to have your own and always try to keep your own. Because even if somebody care for you or say they love you and y'all hanging out being together, stuff change up when you don't have your own and you gotta ask people for shit.
And what I'm finna say, I know a lot of y'all might not agree with, but honestly, I don't give a damn. You can keep scrolling. Okay, ho. Anyways, I feel like shit, nobody go in a goddamn relationship and be dependent on that person to take care of them. Make sure you always got your own shit, because anything can motherfucking happen. That person can say fuck you and get the stepping hoe. They can goddamn get sick and can't make no motherfucking money. They can die and don't leave your ass with shit. And you depend on this goddamn person to survive. So what the fuck you finna do now? So baby, make sure you got your own shit. And I'm not saying you can't have a motherfucker who wanna take care of you. That's great. That's awesome. But baby, you need to make sure you got your own shit, because that's how a lot of people end up getting trapped in a goddamn situation that they don't want to be in, because they don't have shit. They don't got nowhere to go. And they dependent on this goddamn person to survive. So you need to make sure you got your own shit. That way you don't gotta worry about depending on fuck. So okay, ho.
That's why it's so important for women to have their own, no matter what. Listen, I'm not saying go date a man that don't have nothing, because you have your own. No. You know, whatever he do is like plus. Yeah. It's like the cake and the ice cream, the dessert. Right. Don't let that be your bread and butter. Yeah, and don't let that be how you eat. Don't let that be the only thing. You know what I'm saying? Only time that could be the case is if that's your husband. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Is if it's your husband and you fell off for a minute or whatever the case may be, because life happens, y'all. We are not always going to have it all. You know, we might, you know, but don't let no man be the reason you're eating, because he's going to be the reason you're starving.
It's my advice to any and all women. Make your own motherfucking money. When you have your own money, that's freedom, that's choice. You can choose if you want to deal with that nigga or not. Don't be out here depending on a man solely for shit. Have your own so you can have a choice, okay? Don't ever let no nigga put you in a corner to where you ain't got shit and you only depending on him and now he can control you. Never let that shit happen.
Personally, I don't think we need any more content on how to get men with money and how to date up and things like that. I think we need more content encouraging women to build a life for themselves so that they're actually not relying on another person to save them or to bring them up in this world. Because to be honest, if you get that man with money and you don't have nothing built for yourself, and you are relying on somebody else to fund your life and to fund the experiences that you want to have, that's a one-way ticket into being trapped into a situation that's not fulfilling. I'm not saying that you can't be fulfilled in a situation like that, especially if feelings and emotions are there. If that is the sole reason that you are with somebody, you are going to be trapped. And you're giving somebody else power over you because you're in survival mode. You're relying on this person for your food, for your fun, for your Instagram pics and your lifestyle. But when you build that life for yourself, you're the picker, you're the chooser. You're not waiting to be chosen by a rich man. And you can call the shots. If you build that life for yourself, you're naturally going to meet somebody who aligns with you on that timeline. Just setting yourself up for unbalanced dynamics where somebody else has all of the power and you're weak. Get your own and worry about a man later.
If this video made you think, or if it hit a little too close to home, just know this. It is never too late to start building something for yourself. Even if it's slow, even if it's small, even if it's just one step at a time. Your own money is your own freedom, your own options, your own voice. You deserve to never feel trapped. You deserve to never feel scared to leave. And you deserve to always have a way to take care of yourself. If this message spoke to you, subscribe and stay here with me. You're not alone, and you're more powerful than you think.